Hi, my name is Thomas. I'm a technical product manager for PTV Vissim, and in this session, I'd like to briefly highlight one of the new features. This one is about the improvements that it did for the OpenDRIVE import. OpenDRIVE is an automotive industry standard file format for road networks. And the standard is quite comprehensive and experiences updates in terms of data model and content that it describes. And in the same way, we update and extend our import. The latest additions are that Vissim now automatically creates pedestrian areas for sidewalks and crosswalks in which Viswalk pedestrians can move freely with area-based walking behavior, creating realistic vehicle-pedestrian interactions. Now, if we take a look at an OpenDRIVE file, we can see here that the OpenDRIVE Road 6 has lanes which are set for the type walking. These are the new types that the import considers. And if we scroll all the way down, we also see one crosspath element, which is also one of the new elements that the import now considers. And the other addition is that Vissim now automatically creates reduced speed areas where an OpenDRIVE surface CRG element is defined. And we can find one here also for road number 6 on the surfaces. We see that here's a CRG file defined. And the typical use case for these elements are speed humps. And that's why Vissim creates reduced speed areas for these elements and allocates a speed distribution of approximately 24 to 32 kilometers per hour, and which is applied to all vehicle classes. Now, if we take a look at a old Vissim version where I imported this OpenDRIVE file before we added the new features, we see that there are no links for pedestrians, no links for pedestrian areas and stuff like that, and also no reduced speed areas. And if I now switch to a new version of Vissim where we added the import and I import this file and I briefly wait for the import to finish, which would allow us to quickly observe the differences in terms of import. The layout is set in a way that we also see right away the reduced speed areas and the pedestrian areas which have been imported. And if I now switch back to the old version of Vissim, and if you take a close look, it becomes quite obvious where the differences are. We get these additional areas for pedestrians and the reduced speed elements which are used for the OpenDRIVE CRG files. Now, I will switch to a model which I prepared a little bit in terms of adding vehicle inputs and pedestrians so that we can observe the impact on the simulation results. Move forward a little bit and now we can see how you almost out of the box get a simulation that is capable of producing realistic interaction between vehicles and pedestrians based on the new imported features. So these are the new capabilities of the OpenDRIVE import, and that's it from my side on this new feature. I hope you find this useful, and if you have questions, our support team will be happy to help you.